So over the time, I got to know CNN really well. They would film my class on a Tuesday night, and then I would go to the studio on Wednesday and debrief. So at the end, we got to the end, and like I said, I wasn't really sure that they were going to really make it. So at the end, we have a graduation for all of our classes. So Soledad O'Brien came to my home, and we filmed, and then she filmed them. And at our graduation, this man talked about how this class had changed his life. And when he broke down and started crying, everybody started crying. Like, yes, thank you a lot, thank you a lot, thank you a lot, yes. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I just tell couples, if you see what we did on CNN, that is not a fluke. You know, this is what we do for couples all the time, and that is our goal, and that is our mission with the Way to Bliss Foundation, to really be able to create healthy, strong marriages for couples, and to let our community know that marriage is good, it has benefits for men, women, children, our communities, our place of worship, and that we can make this kind of difference in your life also. So then comes Lamar Tyler, who was not even a filmmaker, not even anything to do with film, but just got tired of seeing the negative images and asked me, could he film me to be a part of his film, Happily Ever After, because he wanted to show black couples and show the positiveness of their marriages and the potential that is there for black couples everywhere. So I, of course, this is what I do. This is what I really enjoy, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing me and giving me the courage to be able to do this. And so I said, sure. And so he filmed me, came to my office, filmed me, and it was just really a wonderful, wonderful experience. And he has a new film out now called You Saved Me. So I encourage your viewers, if they have an opportunity, to get that film. It is really, really, it is 4 or 5 couples talking about how their marriages really saved their lives and how the marriages really impacted their lives and what has gone on, and bring tissue because you will want to cry. And it's just really another incredible experience. And so I'm in the You Saved Me also, as well as a Dr. Shane Perot, who's a marriage and family therapist. And, we are really trying to change our community. We're not waiting for government grants. We're not waiting for a handout. We are actively working to change our community, couple by couple, family by family, and letting them know that Way to Bliss can be theirs, and we can show them how.
So in terms of, that's very exciting, in terms of the men are they're in the crosshairs of this whole thing, and so we're looking for the proverbial silver bullet to get men off the dime, using all these colloquial phrases, but what have you found to be most significant in relationship, whether it be in relationship to the problem or in relationship to the solution, for as far as creating a sense of urgency for marriage in men? Or is it a myth to think that there is not this sense of urgency in men for marriage?
It's really complicated, and it's really complicated for men and women. Women, of course, tend to want to get married more. We have a sense of stability and we want security, but I think men want to get married also. They just don't want the drama. But what happens is that a lot of the cultural cues that used to guide us toward marriage are really absent now. We used to be able to see strong marriages in our families. Now we don't see that at all. And especially for men. Men in their biology need to have power and dominion in their lives. And so this is a world today that does not allow black men to have the kind of power and dominion that they need. And a lot of times the only place they can find that power and dominion is in the home. But now, that's one thing. But today's black woman who has to work, who has to leave the home to work, a lot of us want to work. We have skills and talents that we want to share, so we want to work. But that is very different from a situation where we have to work. Women are now having to work to care for children. It's an unnatural circumstance. Men are not supposed to have these high rates of unemployment. It's totally unnatural to who they are and what they're supposed to be doing. Women are not supposed to be caring for children by themselves. It's an unnatural circumstance. And so we have all of these dilemmas that we're now trying to put together to find people who want to be in love and have great relationships. A lot of times people gravitate toward the applause in life. And for a lot of women, the applause in their life is their job. They do well in their job, they're successful, they get bonuses, they get paid every 2 weeks, people love them on their job, they administrate, they manage, they coordinate, great skill set. But then they take that same skill set home, which has provided them a lot of success, and try to use it in their marriages, and it doesn't work. Men don't want to be managed, coordinated, or administrated by us. They want a wife. They want a woman who expresses femininity and not the masculinity that sometimes is required on our jobs. So we have conflict. And so part of what we see, and part of what is an anchor to my work. I have a great brother, Brother Jamil Muhammad, who works with me, who loves black men, who loves helping black men, and loves working with them to be successful in their marriages. I cannot do this without them. I can talk to sisters all night and day. We could have sorority night and party, slumber parties, and we can have a ball. But this work really requires a man to speak to men about the power and value of marriage and how to be successful in your marriage and how to take a hold of your manhood and assume the role and responsibility of being a maintainer for women. That's what women want. I talk to women all night and day and say, how many of you all wish you had a man that could maintain you, that could take care of you and be responsible for you and honor you and protect you and all that stuff that we... not one hand up, two hands are up. This is what women want. And so, but see, we have a bravado that we have to exude to protect our hearts. Because we don't want to just give ourselves to a man who's just now going to just, play with us. No. We want to be good wives. We want to be excellent wives. Zoj Taiba, we want to be excellent wives. We need men that are interested in being excellent husbands as well.
So in terms of this, one of the surveys that we did with M.A.R.I.A.M, and we talked about what men want. That was the question that we asked, what men want. One of the things, and it's interesting because we differentiated them within groups. So you had the response from married men, response from unmarried men, married women, unmarried women, etc. When you talk about the male need in terms of that, men did not have, the men in our survey, they had no issues with the woman expressing this assertiveness, but they were interested in them expressing it in a way that didn't emasculate them. Respond to that.
The emasculation thing is really, really critical. Men need respect like they need air. And this is what I tell the women that I work with. My youngest son was a freshman at Morehouse College. He just finished his first year. And I went to visit him, on campus. And, I said, I want to meet some of your teachers. And, I'm going to go to class. He's like, Mommy, do not emasculate me. And I'm like, what? He's like, Mommy, this is an all-male school. Do not come down here and emasculate me. And I was done. I was like, okay. But that whole thing of emasculation, they get it young because they experience it. Because the black man is not in positions on a regular basis where his manhood is uplifted. And so as women, we have to be able to uplift their manhood and help them to maintain their manhood, especially in the home. Because they don't get it in the workplace often, they don't get it in other social settings, and so we have an awesome task, unlike any other woman, to be able to do this. And we're then criticized because of our efforts to be strong, because no other woman has to be strong. It's just a strong black woman. No strong white woman, no strong Latino woman, no strong Asian woman, but the black woman, we have to be strong. Why? Why can't we be soft and feminine like every other woman? And so we have all these things to deal with, but we need classes. And one of the things I'm working on doing, especially for Muslim sisters, is organizing classes to really help us understand our value and our mission, and to create Zoga Taisha, excellent wives all around America, because we really need this class.
Well, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have the opportunity to physically, literally make this connection with you, and you're very personable and eloquent and beautiful as well. I know the sisters want to know, when I was on Hajj, that gold looks like that Indian gold there. Is that what we're looking at?
It's not from India. It is from Dubai.
It's Dubai. Okay, well I knew it was that gold
because it is from Dubai.
I was at the gold markets in Dubai, and as you know, they just got it all over.
It's just hanging.
Let me show those earrings right there.
The gold silk is it's nothing like
isn't that something like meat hanging on
right. It's just like they just have gold hanging there like we hang candy. It's like trinkets. And they have, and it's really amazing. They weigh it like and I hate to use this kind of comparison. They weigh it like dope. It's by the ounce, and it's like, put it on here. What do you think? And it's just amazing. So if you ever get a chance to travel, Dubai is a fabulous, incredible city.
Thank you again. Give us your website.
My website is www.weddedblissinc.com, www.weddedblissinc.com.
All right, and I look for you too on clearunderstanding.net. Thank you so much for your time.
Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.